Has it ever happened with you that you are in a train and you look out of the window and you see another train and you feel that you are standing still, but when you look at the window on the other side and you realize that the trees are going backwards and you realize that both the trains are moving in the same direction at the same speed. For the person sitting in the vehicle and everything inside the vehicle appears stationary as the person and all other things are running at the same speed as the vehicle. But same car and its objects will appear to be going fast at a speed for a person standing at the road. That's because the person standing at the road is in stationary reference frame or he is not moving. So car has a certain speed with respect to him. So how fast you are moving depends upon the observer's frame of reference. Okay, that's why we say motion is relative and we have relative speed to understand it. Now when vehicles are moving in same direction, let's see the speed of car 2 relative to the person sitting in car 1. S1 is greater than S2. So car 1 will soon catch up to car 2 and relative speed of car 1 with respect to car 2 is S1 minus S2 when they are moving in same direction. Okay. You can also imagine that there is a heavy wind blowing in opposite direction with a speed S2. Okay. Now this wind will oppose motion of both the cars S1 as well as S2, C1 as well as C2, car 1, car 2. The wind will counteract the speed of both the vehicles. Car 2 having a speed as wind will not be able to move at all. Speed of wind will totally counteract the speed of car 2. So it will not be able to move at all. And having made car 2 stationary, we can check the overall speed of car 1 now. And that will be the relative speed of car 1 with respect to car 2. As car 2 is now in a stationary reference frame. So car behind with the speed S1 will also face the wind pressure. Wind with the speed S2 will oppose its speed S1 and the overall speed of car 1 will be S1 minus S2. Okay. Now second case is the one in which cars are moving towards each other and you are sitting in car 1, that means frame of reference is car 1. So the speed you will observe sitting in car 1 will be relative to car 1. Okay. So car 2 will appear to be coming at much higher speed towards you as you yourself will be moving towards car 2 at S1 speed. So basically you will observe a speed of S1 plus S2. That's relative speed of car 2 with respect to car 1. You can also assume wind counteracting speed of car 1 and making it stationary. The same wind will act on car 2, thereby increasing its speed to S1 plus S2. Okay. In short, you have to remember just two things. Two objects moving in same direction, subtract their speeds to get relative speed, and if they are moving in opposite directions, add their speed to get relative speed. Okay. If they are moving in same direction, subtract their speeds. If they are moving in opposite direction, add their speed. Okay. Now, in this figure, tell relative speed of man running on the roof of the train with respect to the jockey riding the horse. Now here, simply applying the wind will get you wrong answer as the man is running on the roof of the train. He is doing chaiya chaiya on the train. Train and man are running in opposite direction but not away from each other. So we cannot simply add their speeds. Okay. The man is moving against the motion of train. So his speed will resist the speed of train. Okay. It is like boat being rowed against the current. That is speed upstream. Okay. Now train is running at 120 km per hour towards left. But man is running on its top at a speed of 10 towards right. So overall the man will appear to be going at 110 towards left. Okay, 110 towards left. Now, if the man was running in same direction as the train, we would have added their speeds. Now here, man is running at 110 towards left and horse is running at 30 km per hour towards left. They are both going in same direction. So relative speed will be 110 minus 30, that is 80 km per hour. Okay. One last question. There are two cases, A and B running towards each other and A and B running in same direction. When and where will they meet? In first case, relative speed will be 35 plus 25, that is 60, and relative distance is 120 km. Okay. Time is distance upon speed, that is 120 upon 60, 2 hours. They will meet in 2 hours. Now where will they meet? Well, in 2 hours, A with his speed of 35 km per hour will have moved 35 into 2, speed into time, that is 70 kilometers. So they will meet 70 kilometers from X or 50 kilometers from Y. In second case, relative distance is 120 kilometers and relative speed is 35 minus 25, that is 10 km per hour. Now time taken will be 120 upon 10, that is 12 hours, and in these 12 hours B will have moved 25 into 12, that is 300 kilometers from Y. Okay, B would have moved 300 kilometers from Y. And that's all about relative speed. Hope you liked this video. Do provide your feedback by mailing me on support@gofodu.com. Thank you.